your good sis, Lisa Patz in the building, and today we have a makeup tutorial for you guys. This one is how to do your makeup for photo shoots in specific. I had a photo shoot with GUAP Magazine for Nuff Said. If you want to know about Nuff Said a little bit more, then just check out my Instagram, where I will be talking about it a bit more on my channel soon, but it's a company that me and my friends started together, so this is really exciting for us. Definitely check out Nuff Said London on Instagram and to know what we're up to. So I always start with color correcting when I'm taking photos on a professional camera, because that camera will really pick up any imperfections that you have on your face. So I always make sure to use a color corrector when I know that I'm going to be, getting a bit hot there, when I know that I'm going to be in front of a camera. So this is just an orange one from LA Girl. Works really well, does the job. I always make sure I blend it into my skin. Like, you don't want it to sit on top of your skin, you want it to blend it into your skin and then set it with a powder as well. This way it doesn't move and like mix with your foundation. It stays where it is and you don't have to worry about it moving or doing anything weird, making your foundation look orange and all that. Can we just talk about my edges real quick? Yeah, can we just talk about them? Okay, cool, done. No, yeah, I used gummy, as always, red gummy. It's a go-to. Here we're doing my eyebrows using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. I use ebony. I really like, no, I don't use ebony, I lied. I use granite. Wait, how have we said that word? I use granite. In this video it looks really dark, but when I have like my full face on, I think it looks really good. Like, I really like the tone of this eyebrow pomade, because I feel like sometimes they're really chocolatey and really like warm brown, and I'm really not a fan of warm brown eyebrows on me. I like them to look quite like cool toned anyway. So yeah, just making sure that my eyebrows are still on my face. Yeah, the brush that I'm using as well is from Zoeva, and I really like this brush for eyebrows. It's quite like long, so I feel like you can fill in your eyebrows quicker with this kind of brush. And I always like to look up into my mirror to check. Oh, getting hot again. Oh, I'm zooming. Okay, she's zooming. Okay, and she went back to where she was. Okay. Yeah, I really like to look up into my mirror to make sure that my eyebrows are even, and then I'll clean them up with my concealer. I like to put it like on my actual eyelid rather than on the brush, because I feel like sometimes when you put it on the brush, you have to keep topping it up and like keep reapplying the concealer to the brush. Whereas if it's on your eyelid, like, you can just take a little bit from your eyelid and make sure you blend it out and reposition it, and then I also put concealer over my whole eyelid anyway, so it just makes it easier for afterwards. I can just blend out what's already there. The concealer I'm using is MERCIER. Fantastic concealer. I don't even need to say anything else about that concealer. It's fantastic. Yeah, really, for this makeup, I knew I wanted it to be like very simple, very easy to achieve, because I feel like when you have a photo shoot, you don't want to have your makeup be like too intricate and then you can't achieve it, or like it makes you late. Or, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit late, but I was on time because I wasn't the latest person. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not the latest person, then you're on time. That's how I see it. But just blending out my concealer here. I love to use my concealer to make my eyebrows ombre at the front. I think it's just the best way to ombre your eyebrows. You can obviously like manually, is that what you'd say? Yeah, manually ombre your eyebrows, but come on now. Ooh, getting hot again. Alright. Okay, I can tell that you're hot. Okay. Ooh, yeah, the brows this day, they came out so good and very even as well, which I love. And here I think I'm just using my bronzer the FENTY Beauty bronzer, to just give some definition to my eye. I think when you have a professional camera on you, you want to make sure that, you know, your face doesn't look too flat. And it's really easy for your face to look flat on a professional camera, especially if you're wearing like full coverage makeup. And then we are doing the eyeliner. Now, I'm not going to lie, this took so long because it's really thin. Like, I wanted it to be super thin and then like quite a nice long sharp wing. So I think that's why it just took me, well, that's not why it took me extra long. It does take me quite a while to do my eyeliner. I think it's best to just chill a little bit when you do it and like take your time. When you try and rush, that's when it always flops. Like, this side went really well. The other side is a little bit more of a struggle, I think, because it's not my dominant hand or my dominant side. You can see I'm holding the eyeliner a little bit awkwardly, but oh, okay, actually, hold on. She looks like she's alright. Oh, okay, what happened there? I don't even know what happened there. I think I was listening to music or something. But I'm definitely having fun, clearly. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going with the eyeliner. I feel like as well, when it comes to photo shoots, you want to make sure there's definition to your eye. Which is why I always make sure that I wear, well, 9 times out of 10 I'll wear eyeliner. And if I don't wear eyeliner, I'll wear eyelashes that are really quite obvious, just because I think, you know, when you're taking that picture on that professional camera, you need to make sure that your eyes stand out a bit more. So I always think it's good to bring a little bit more drama when you have those scenarios, and that way you can make sure that you look how you want to. And always like try these techniques out as well. I think that's the best thing to do. Try it out a photo shoot at home, and then you'll know what it will look like. So that was me putting on my lash glue. I actually didn't even catch the name of the eyelashes, but I will put them in the description box below. And for the foundation, I'm using Too Faced Chai. Yeah, that's Chai. I could tell by the look of it, that's Chai. Chai Born This Way foundation. Love this foundation. Fantastic go-to. It's very, I would say it's medium to full, because you can build it up. But again, for photo shoots, like, I actually don't think that you always have to use a full coverage foundation. Like, full coverage foundation is great, but sometimes if you use a medium coverage foundation and then a full coverage concealer, full coverage contour, you can kind of balance it out, make your skin look a little bit less cakey, and Bob's your uncle. And then the lashes, they just sat on my eyelid so well, because I've worn them so many times in the past. So they just like memorized my eye shape. And I think, again, on days for photo shoots, times you're getting ready for a photo shoot, any kind of scenario where you need to know that your makeup's going to work for you, I would always use lashes that you've used before. Like, when I use lashes that are brand new, I always struggle to put them on. It takes me so long. But once you've worn those lashes in, like, listen, it just slots onto your eye. Like, it just slots onto your eyelid. It's just crazy. For contour, I'm using Revolution, I think. Yeah, that looks like Revolution C16. And then concealer, that is Too Faced in Butterscotch, the Born This Way concealer, which is just, it's just elite. Like, honestly, I don't know what could top it right now. I can't think of any concealer that can top this one. Like, it just blends out so nicely, and the colour is really nice as well, which is so important for darker skin tones. I sometimes find that, like, I'll get a concealer, I'll order it online or something, and it'll just be way too cool. And when I put cool concealers on, I feel like it actually accentuates any darkness in my skin, like the darkness under my eyes. I feel like it actually accentuates that. So I always try to go for a more yellowy concealer. I just feel like it looks way better on my skin tone. And as you can see here, like, I just think it looks so much better. The way that concealer blends out is ridiculous. If I wanted to even build up more coverage, then I should have let it dry down a bit longer. And when you let it dry down, then it builds up the coverage in such a beautiful way because it still does not look cakey. Now, listen. Okay, we just have to take a moment for this powder. This is my first time trying Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and the shade I got was Blondie because I saw Uche using Blondie, and I said, well then, if Uche uses Blondie, I'm using Blondie. Because we're very similar shade as well, shade match in NARS. But yeah, did you see that powder? Like, what? It literally... I don't really know how to explain what it does, but it just melts into your face. And then I use my MAC powder to go over the rest of my skin, because I feel like as well, when you have a photo shoot, I would always use a face powder. Like in real life, I feel like you don't actually see how much face powders make a difference. So I'd always, I don't know why I made that face. I'd always make sure that you use a face powder all over your skin just to make sure that everything's blended, and it just really helps to give such a nice smooth finish to the face. And I think I contoured using the same bronzer, so the Fenty Beauty bronzer. And for blush, I actually missed what blush I used, but I will put that in the description box because I have no idea right now. But the highlighter that I'm using is ColourPop highlighter. Again, I'm not sure the name, but I'll put it in the description bar below. And then I just tightlined for upper lash line as well, because I think it's so important to do that for photo shoots. If they get close up to your eye and then you can see underneath your liner, like the whites of your eyelid, it's just not a good look. But guys, this is the finished look. I lost the tip of my lips, I'm so sorry, but this is the finished look. I will list everything in the description box below. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. I think it looks amazing, and I really hope that you guys get to check out our GUAP feature. It was me and my friends in Enough Said. If you want to know more about Enough Said, check out my Instagram, and I can tell you a little bit more about it on there. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.